Welcome back. It is time now for our legal segment on Midday Maryland. You have a lawyer, and joining me now is Carl Saiontz of Saiontz and Kirk. Carl, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Great to have you today. It's an important topic, the statute of limitations. What can you tell us? What do we need to think about?
I hate deadlines. Most people hate deadlines. I hate deadlines too. But in the legal arena, they're really important because literally the door to the courthouse will close if you miss a deadline. If you don't file a claim in time, if you don't file a lawsuit in time, if you don't notify the appropriate parties in time. So it's really important. Remember, you have a lawyer, you have a phone, you have a lawyer, call, get the advice, and make sure that your claim is filed in a timely way.
Do it sooner than later when in doubt.
Always. It's for a lot of reasons. Number one, evidentiary reasons. You want that evidence preserved. You want witness statements taken. You want video found. You want physical evidence to be documented. It's important that that's done quickly because sometimes that can disappear. It can be hard to find people later. So it's always, the best advice is to definitely call your attorney, call Saiontz and Kirk, you have a lawyer, and get some advice and some help.
And if you've experienced an accident or a legal situation, you know, that lawyer, you may not realize, can help you the most in the early days.
That's actually true. So when you hire a lawyer, you're really, the most help you're going to get from the attorney is at the very beginning to get everything in the right direction, deal with those immediate issues that need to be taken care of, you know, lost wages and medical care, insurance issues, evidence like we talked about. And at the end of the case, you know, when you're done your treatment, you know, obviously the lawyer is going to be negotiating on your behalf, advising you about your litigation options. So you're giving up a lot by not having the attorney help you from the very beginning.
Early on, also, you were saying witnesses, their memories are the freshest at the beginning.
No question about that. And, you know, even if you have someone's phone number or address, they could move. So it's just a matter of finding them and getting to them when their memories are clear and early on.
We also want to mention this, and that is that basically it never hurts to make a call. You get calls all the time at Saiontz and Kirk. Sometimes they might not need a lawyer, but at least make the call. Find out if you need help.
Always. It's our pleasure to give people advice. We do that a lot. Not everybody that calls has a claim that requires an attorney. And I think there's a lot of people that aren't sure, so they don't necessarily call. That's a mistake. It costs you nothing to have a legal consultation, and we're happy to do it. We give advice all the time. I send people in the right direction, I think, when they don't need us. If they do need us, I'll explain why, and you know, the person can make a decision whether to hire us.
It's better to call and maybe you don't need a lawyer than to not call and later on you needed one and now you've waited too long.
No question. You want to be early, not late, and you want that help when you can get it. I know it's difficult. You're not thinking about your legal rights. You're not thinking about a claim when you have a loved one that's been injured, when you have a loved one that's in the hospital, or, you know, you're worried about the immediacy of taking care of somebody or yourself. And I understand that, and that's completely understandable. But at that moment when you're thinking, you know, maybe I should call the attorney, do it then.
Don't ignore that voice in the back of your head. Well, thank you so much, Carl, for coming in. Important topic today. And of course, if people want to get a hold of you, we know youhavealawyer.com.
That's
the place to go.
That's it.
Carl, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate that.